Oh, well, hello there, everyone. WACUHO Nation, as I like to say. I'm Dana Pysz, and I'm running for president-elect. That in the background, that's Miley Cyrus, and she is my campaign manager. Pretty smart of me, I know. She's only 17, so she can connect with our clientele, our students, our customers. But my name is Dana Pysz, and I work here at UCLA. You can see I was working very hard. In fact, I feel accomplished now. I just moved that paper over a little bit. Anyways, I'm submitting this video on behalf of my nomination for president-elect. And actually, before I formally ask for your vote here, I need to ask permission from my boss. So one moment here, and I call out my boss, Suzanne. Hey, is Suzanne there? This is Dana. Yes, Dana Pysz, her supervisee. I worked for her for 7 years. My office is 3 doors down from her. Yes, thanks. Hey, Suzanne, it's Dana. Hi, how's it going? Good? Hey, right now I'm making my video for the president-elect position, and I wanted to make sure I had your permission to run. Is that okay? Yeah? Excellent. I saw you do it. You made it pretty easy. So, you know, I thought if you could do it, anybody could do it, right? Oh, you're not laughing. Okay. So, anyways, thanks, and can maybe you give me the vote for UCLA? You'll think about it. Great. Thanks. Appreciate it. Love you. Bye. Well, that's your boss for you. Anyways, you can see how much she's paying me to move paper around here, like she does in her office. But I want to introduce myself. I'm Dana Pysz. I've worked at UCLA for 7 years, like I said. I've been on the exec board this past year as vice president, and once before, about 5 years ago, as the member-at-large Central. I've also served on a variety of committees, most recently in the exhibits committee, co-chairing for a couple years, and serving on the committee for about 5 or 6 years. I really wanted to get close to that side of the association. I've never really had that much experience on the vendor side, and I was able to get that over the last 5 or 6 years. But I'm excited about running for the position because I want to give back to the association, and I've been part of WACUHO since 2001 when I moved here, and I worked at Loyola Marymount before I came to UCLA, and so every year since I've been back in California, I've been part of the unit, part of the association, and I want to continue with that, and especially in the biggest leadership role, which is president-elect, and help bring our association into the future years. Serving on the exec board right now is giving me a lot of perspective, and there's really 3 things that I want to sort of talk about in my little speech here of why I want to be president-elect. The first one being the strategic plan, and I don't know if you're aware, but we are implementing a strategic plan over the next 2 to 3 years to have a vision for our association and where we want to go, and I want to be a part of that. We're actually working on that starting in the next couple weeks in the exec committee, and that'll be continuing to roll out as the year goes on, and I want to be a direct influencer over that process, and I want to see us as an association flourish and grow. The second thing that's really important to me is accessibility to WACUHO and all its programs and conferences, and accessibility by all members. We all acknowledge that the economy is very tough. We don't see it getting any better in the next year or so. And so we really need to look at all our resources that are available to us to be able to allow our members to go to all the programs and conferences we have. And I really think there's 4 factors that folks should consider when they're trying to go and develop themselves professionally. And those 4 factors of influence would be having institutional support from their own university, maybe provide some funds for them to go, some support from the association if we have reserves or other scholarships that could provide resources and funding for staff to go. Corporate sponsorship, we're looking into that as a way to offset some of the costs of conferences and programs. And finally, your own individual resources that you might provide. Hopefully, as you want to grow and develop, you might provide your own professional development funds from your own personal funds to do that. That will allow us as an association to provide different programs and services to all our memberships by, really trying to create accessible conferences and accessible programs for folks in all our different schools. And finally, the last thing that's really important to me is keeping the WACUHO family spirit alive. Notice that, you know, when you go to a larger conference like an ACE-Pay or an NASPA, it's very big and broad, and you don't get to know very many people. And but at WACUHO, you get to know everybody, and it's amazing the familiarity in this. I think I just made up that word, but we can check it up later on dictionary.com. The family-like qualities that WACUHO brings, and I want to continue that spirit and make sure people feel comfortable, whether or not you're a new person or seasoned. And I would consider myself like a prime steak, where I'm not medium rare, I'm not medium well, I'm medium. And I've been in the profession about 15 years now, and part of the association almost a decade, and I really want to start giving back. So if Miley and I can count on your vote for President-elect, I know I'll help bring the association further along and into to the next decade. So please vote for me as President-elect, along with Miley, of course. Bring it out, Miley. All right, thanks everyone. See you in June in Stanford. Bye-bye.